Before we get started, just a quick intro about me. I'm Satya. I'll be your trainer, and I carry close to 15 and a half years of experience. Currently, I employed as a lead data scientist and a BI consultant for a leading US-based retail company located in Bangalore. Okay. During my stint, the last 15 and a half years of experience, I worked in various engagements. I had the opportunity to work with variety of industries, which includes retail, healthcare, and banking, as well as I got an opportunity to participate in many full life cycle of BI, business intelligence, as well as the AI, artificial intelligence related projects. That is pretty much about me. Without much ado, right? We will take a quick sneak peek into the course now. So now the question is, what topic are we going to look at it in today's session? Today's session, we will just touch upon what is analytics and what is business intelligence. If you say you are a Power BI developer or data analyst, you should be knowing what is business intelligence all about. The next one is what is Power BI and why we need to learn Power BI? Why not other data visualization tool? Does Power BI, this tool, is that an hype or is that a reality? So, so does it, with this tool, why, customers are running after Power BI rather than the developers are running after Power BI? The customers, why customers, US customers or other abroad customers, why they are running after Power BI? Okay, that we will take a look at it. Next, we will proceed with understanding the Power BI architecture. As part of the Power BI architecture, let us understand how each component works together and what are the roles of each component, how it interacts with each other. We'll take a look at it. And if time permits, I will demonstrate you how to install the Power BI desktop and SQL Server. Any of guys, our people are working on, the creating the credentials for you all to access my website, and you can view the installation for the Power BI as well as the SQL Server and SSMS. It is a no-brainer task. Even a 10th standard student, by watching that video, you can do that. Okay. Still, if you get stuck somewhere while installing these softwares, you get back to us, take the screenshot and send it to us. Most of the cases, none of them have got any issues installing these softwares, and it is all freeware. It's kind of a freeware. It's a kind of open source. Okay. Though it is a Microsoft product, the Power BI desktop is a kind of a freeware, and there is no trial period. You can use it as long as you want it. Okay, go ahead and download it by watching my videos, but strictly you need to follow the instructions, whatever I give it. It's not that too many instructions, hardly few instructions, don't miss out. Rarely one or two participants, they did not follow the instructions clearly. They did it on their own, especially while installing the SQL Server, and they ended up reinstalling the Windows operating system itself. Since to overcome these kind of unnecessary confusions, make sure that you strictly follow my instructions. Okay, there is nothing great in wasting time in installation, right? In the real world scenario, once you get assigned to a project, mapped to a project, you need to focus on how to solve the business problem. Okay, so not on installation. That is not your piece of work. The installation is the headache of the administrator, Power BI administrator, or some other people. But to learn Power BI, SQL queries, right, you need to install these softwares in your laptop. Only then you can learn it, isn't it? Hence, you need to have that much knowledge. You watch that videos. Hope you will be able to follow it, and you will be able to successfully install all the softwares, whatever I mentioned it. Okay. Okay. First thing first, what is analytics? Data analytics. Why data analytics needs to be done? Why do we need to analyze the data? What is analytics? First of all, it is about analyzing the humongous amount of data. So nowadays, the volume of the data are very huge. Look, take for example, Zepto. How many of you started using Zepto app? Just a 18-year-old kid, right? A boy. He started it. Now it became a 800 crore revenue generating company month on month. The volume of the data have grown up like anything because now customers are net savvy, internet savvy. Even if you see, the middle class, middle income group or low income group people, there are times, right? They wanted to order it on the internet in the e-commerce site because it's not that they don't have time or all the cases. There are some items you cannot get it even the local store. Okay, and cost also cheaper, but that specific product you are not able to find it in your local area, so they order. So hence now the customers are used to order the products on the e-commerce website, right? And not only this, even F&B sector. If you see food and beverage sector, the delivery, the food related apps, food delivery apps, Uber apps, and so now Zomato bought Blinkit in India, and even Zepto and all these companies, right? The volume of the data is very huge. In the case of F&B also, food and beverages, right? Lot of now customers are ordering the products online. Everything is getting delivered in a matter of minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes, 40 minutes, rarely 40 minutes. So the digital data have grown up leaps and bounds because the customers now they started ordering it. And even in the case of social media sites, so the Facebook, Instagram, likewise, if you see majority of the social media sites, right? Now customers are spending a lot of time there. Even the illiterate people also now they started using it, right? They're watching the reels in Instagram and all the things. So hence the volume of the data have grown up like anything. Okay, we have something called Hadoop software. Using Hadoop software, you can overcome the 3V related challenges that were posed by many enterprises. What is 3V challenges? VVV, volume, velocity, variety. Humongous amount of data got generated nowadays compared to previous century. What do you mean by century? 10 years back, if you see, right, the volume of data is not that much compared to now. So right, so, and the volume of the data is very high now, and the velocity, the speed at which generating the humongous amount of data also pretty fast. If you say last 5 years of data put together, we have 1 terabyte volume of data, people used to say, hey, great. Now, even 1 month data itself comes around close to 1 petabyte volume of data. So within the shorter duration itself, humongous amount of data are being generated. That too, nowadays, we are generating variety of data. So the structured data, quasi-structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data, video, audio. If you go to Instagram, people are uploading the videos like anything. Videos and audios, everything. Now WhatsApp, everyone started using WhatsApp. So the digital volume of data have grown up. Okay, we have as an enterprise, now they are able to deal with these 3V related challenges. You can store how much ever data you wanted in something called Hadoop software. They developed something called Hadoop software. The idea is pretty simple. The Hadoop software, it stores the data in a distributed manner, and also it retrieves the data, or if you want to perform any computation, anything, it happens at the node level itself. Distributed computing, distributed storage. That is the salient features of using Hadoop. Okay, with Hadoop, now you can store humongous amount of data, any type of data you can store it. Even you can store the humongous amount of data in a pretty fast manner. Everything is cool. The volume of data is very high. So we are capable in terms of storing humongous amount of data. We have a big data center, or we are, we have rented so many nodes on Amazon cloud. Fine. We are able to store huge amount of data. Fine. You have huge amount of data. Very good. You are able to retrieve the data in a pretty fast manner. Everything is good. But if the data is, if you don't perform any analysis, with this humongous amount of data. There is no point in saying that you have huge amount of data, isn't it? You need to utilize, you need to use this data. Unless you use this data, how you can tap, how you can understand the customer's purchase pattern, how you can understand the how customers are reacting to every any type of campaigns. You're launching a campaign, whether the customers are reacting or not. You wanted to know that how much money you spend for the campaign. So are you able to break even at least the amount whatever you spend as part of the amount that you spend it as part of your campaign. Okay, so all these analytics you need to do it with the huge amount of data, so that you will be able to understand where you need to focus more, where you need to how you can cut down the cost, how you can increase the top and bottom line, what strategies you can use it. For example, can I introduce BOGO, buy one get one offer, a buy two get one offer? So we launched these two campaigns the last 2 months, and we could see that buy one get one, that campaign was really successful. Okay, so many customers responded, right? So unless you explore what is there in the data, simply if you say we are capable of storing humongous amount of data in our data center, it is insane, isn't it? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what is data analytics? Exploring and analyzing the humongous amount of data. In simple terms, that is what your analytics. It is a process of analyzing or exploring large, complex data sources to discover the trends, patterns, and customer behavior, and what else? Market preferences to make um, smarter decisions, right? So unless you know what is customer behavior, so how you can make a smarter decision. For example, customers now they tend to buy specific design of the shirts or jeans. If you don't know that, and if you produce or if you stock up more products which customers don't like it, what will happen? Your money will get locked unnecessarily. You are in your retail store, the shelf space, it consumes it will contain the product which you cannot sell it, right? You need to understand the customer behavior and the patterns. What do you mean by pattern? Can someone tell me what is pattern? Give me some examples for pattern. So if you are in a banking sector, you must be knowing it, isn't it? The customers are spending more. Those customers are spending more on the credit card. Do you think they will be making the payment on time, or are they making all the amount whatever they spent on time? More they spend, but when it comes to payment due date, no, they cannot pay the entire amount because they spend too much of money. And what other examples for patterns? The customers with higher income, they are more likely to make the payment on time, right? And again, working professionals, educated people, they are very smart. They want to use the credit card in a very smart way, but they don't want to default the payment. Okay, they know very well if they default, they are gone. Okay, so education matters a lot, and also income also matters a lot. Persons getting low salary, they may not be able to make the payment on time. So these are the simple patterns. Apart from this, seasonal patterns, day of the week patterns, promotion driven patterns, geographic patterns. These are the examples for patterns. See, not only creating a visually appealing dashboard or reports are sufficient. Nowadays, the management expects the data analyst to go one step further and give insights about the analysis, whatever you have done it. Okay, don't see. Okay, you in the dashboard, when the C-level executives, what do you mean by C-level executive? The chief operating officer, CEO, chief executive officer, chief financial officer, they are the C-level executives. All they need is they want to get the gist of what is happening currently. They wanted to look at only the vital parameters. in the sense the important key performance indicators. What is my revenue? Okay, what is my net revenue? What is my net profit? And how many units we sold? And how much net revenue, gross revenue, how much we made. Okay, and again, they want to perform, they want to see a report where it shows quarter on quarter performance. If they see an upward trend, then we are good. By looking at some dip here and there, they can make out quickly why. They need some additional information why in this quarter in the specific category the sale is down in a specific location. Okay, are we not or in the sense those specific region people, they don't prefer the specific apparels whatever we sell it. If you know very well, what we can do is we can take the right action at the right time, so that we'll make sure that we are keeping only the products that interest to the customer. If you don't do any analysis, how will you get to know which products customers they prefer more, right? So if you see DMart, their strategy, right? DMart, all the low income group people, where they kept their big mall, DMart. If you go there, everything is cheaper. Okay, it's mainly targets the low income group people. But if you see, all income group people now they go to DMart, right? So understand the customers. Customers are very price sensitive, but there are customers they don't care about the money, quality, importance matters for them, right? So low income class, they are okay. Is it cheaper? Can I afford? Quality, I'm okay, man. I'm okay to compromise. So understand the customer's patterns, and based on which, if you set up a shop in those specific locations to suit their needs, your business can prosper, right? Seasonal patterns. What do you mean by seasonal patterns? For example, in the case of summer season, you think you can sell sweater? No, right? So you can sell the attires that are specific to summer season. If you sell it, or if you stock up in a specific in all the regions where it is summer, right? So you can stock up the summer related attires so that the customers can buy it. And also, if you give discount on those summer related products, obviously the attires or something, the dresses I meant, okay, the customers are more likely to buy. Even if you give discount in sweaters and all, you think customers will buy that time? No, right? But what is the point in buying sweater now in the summer season? And again, back to school shopping. Now schools open, and the kids need the bag, all the stationeries, including uniform, everything. And to attract the customers, you come up with some kind of campaign, right? Or some kind of offers. And like other things are like summer sale 50% off, something like that. Okay, so in that case, what will happen? Even so you are going to tap that opportunity. Now it is school time, right? The school is open. All the parents, they are rushing pillar to post to buy the stationery, everything. But if you give any special offer, that special